Welcome back to a brand new episode of the League Podcast. Got episode 26 here. Keegan over here, of course, and a little bit of a set change. We got some new mics, changed the desk around. Keegan is finally over here on the back wall, the backdrop, instead of being over there on the couch, bed, whatever thing. But yeah, how's it feel to be over on the main stage?
I feel like a boss, dude.
Yeah.
I've upgraded finally.
We finally took him from the crappy couch with the crappy backdrop, and actually that's kind of a cool backdrop.
Yeah,
honestly,
I want to shit on it so bad.
No, it's not. I mean, it's not this though.
No,
the league. But, anyways, got a ton to talk about today. I'll be surprised if we can get this in under an hour. Honestly, we have so much stuff to talk about. Starting off with Sam Darnold to the Panthers. What do you think this means for? First, let's start off with Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
What do you think about Sam Darnold?
I love it. I love the trade for both teams. I mean, they're obviously going to get – there's no point of keeping Darnold. They're going to get Zach Wilson. They're not going to play Darnold. I mean, and I think this – going Panthers-wise, this helps out the whole offense. Defense is – the team in general, I'm trying to say, is not going to be the best still. But, like, if they can upgrade certain positions, they'll definitely be, like, a sneaky team. But overall, I love this trade. I love it.
Yeah, definitely. I think this is a huge upgrade for the Panthers. I mean, like miles. I know a lot of people out there saying that like they don't think it's even that big of an upgrade. They think Teddy played like just as well as Sam Darnold did. But I think just Sam Darnold was mismanaged so terribly on the Jets, and I think he is like really talented. I mean, you see some of the throws that he does, and they're like, wow, okay, this kid's got something.
Yeah.
Like some throws that Teddy Bridgewater would not be making. But yeah, I really like it. I think it helps their offense a lot. What do you think about Robbie Anderson and DJ Moore for fantasy?
This boosts both of them. If I had to choose though this year, I would have to go DJ because Robbie kind of just stayed towards the end of the year, and again it was Teddy, but like I think, in my opinion, Robbie's kind of been that type of player his whole career. Like, he does good certain weeks and then, kind of shits the bed the next. And I love DJ's explosiveness. I love, he has a higher upside than Robbie, in my opinion, with Darnold coming in.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I think DJ Moore does have a higher upside. Robbie Anderson at the beginning of the season kind of dominated, but like you said before, he pretty much just fell off and didn't do much in the second half of the season. But, we already know that he's got that connection with Sam Darnold.
That's also true.
His best, well, I think probably last year was his best season, but second best season came from Sam Darnold. So I think Robbie Anderson's going to do pretty good. But, yeah, DJ Moore, I love DJ Moore this year. I think that he can break into that, like, top 10, like what people thought he could do before, and he just didn't.
Especially with Curtis Samuel being gone, because like it was kind of like a mix-up between who's the true number two. Like, for right now, he is the true number two, and, no, I was going to say potential number one, but I think Robbie's going to stay right there.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see. So, yeah, DJ Moore, wide receiver 25 on the year last year. Robbie Anderson, wide receiver 19. DJ Moore did have more receiving yards. Did he have more touchdowns?
He had one less than Robbie.
One more.
Or he had one more, yeah.
And he was still like 6 slots below DJ Moore, which is, I mean, he just had so many more receptions.
Yeah.
95 receptions to 66 receptions. Yeah. So, I mean, he was the volume receiver there. But yeah, both went over. I did not know that DJ Moore was almost at 1,200 yards.
Me either.
That's actually crazy, honestly. But 4 touchdowns. Robbie Anderson had 3 touchdowns. That's horrible. I think there's no way that Sam Darnold doesn't get them more touchdowns this year.
Yeah, it's
like I could see if DJ Moore could get to that 8 touchdown range, those 1,200 yards, and get those receptions up more. I mean, he'll be an amazing wide receiver.
So then, the next thing is that I don't think that is. If Kyle Pitts drops down to them, does this affect Christian McCaffrey at all?
No, I don't think this affects don't think any of this affects Christian McCaffrey that much. I don't think Christian McCaffrey can get much better, honestly. Like, he is so elite that, like, he's kind of like the ceiling of what any player can do.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it doesn't hurt having Sam Darnold there. He might check down a little bit less than Teddy Bridgewater. That's the only thing. But, I think Christian McCaffrey will be just fine.
Mm-hmm.
Kyle Pitts. What if the Panthers can get Kyle Pitts?
That's what I try to mention earlier. But if they get some pieces in this draft, like, they could be a good playoff team, even with a kind of shady defense. That's what they're really missing on offense is that quarterback, which they got, and, like, I don't even know who their tight end is, right? Who they have right now. So with Kyle Pitts, though, you already know my opinion about Kyle Pitts. So I think that would definitely be a really, really, like, all those position players will be a fantasy relevant, like, team.
Oh, yeah. I think there's going to be a ton of fantasy points in this offense to be had. Kyle Pitts, he could be there, but, like, I have no idea if he's actually going to be there. I've seen Kyle Pitts go, like, 5. I've seen Kyle Pitts go 4. I've seen Kyle Pitts go, like, 11, 12, like, even 15. Like, he's all over the place. I think everybody likes him, obviously, because he's, like, a generational talent. But I don't know if there's... I don't know. Where do you think he's going to go? I honestly don't know.
I would say either the Falcons or the Panthers are my teams, because everybody else in that range either has a starting tight end that's going to do well, that teams, like, still need a position over. That makes sense. And like I just mentioned, like, Falcons, they have Hayden Hurst, but he wasn't really all that this year. And the Panthers, like, again, like I just said, I don't even know who their tight end is. So
yeah, and the Bengals, I think the Bengals are starting to like him.
Yeah,
but they also like Jamar Chase, and I honestly, I don't know. I don't think that they should draft Kyle Pitts. I think he'd be really good, but I think if anything, they take Jamar Chase just because Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, or they take, like, Penei Sewell.
Yeah, I think those are the two options for them.
I think they should go O-line. I don't know why they're getting all this fancy stuff with their wide receivers and stuff. I think their wide receivers are fine. Tyler Boyd, T. Higgins. I don't think that's a place that you need to really address.
Yeah.
The O-line, though, and this is like a tackle draft, and you can get a generational talent like Penei Sewell. You definitely need to be doing that.
Yeah, especially with Burrow coming off an ACL injury. I mean, you don't want him to keep on getting hit like he was last year coming back from that. So they need to get that line.
Definitely. Make sure with these mics you're, like,
right there.
Right there.
Got you.
It'll only catch like this.
Oh shit. Okay, but I'm right here.
All right. But yeah, so I saw this, like, funny thing, and actually I'm not even gonna explain it because that's just stupid to explain, like, a picture you saw, but just know it's pretty funny. Okay, so the Bengals release Giovanni Bernard. He was asked to take less money, and he told the team to release him, so they did. I think this is gonna be a huge season for Joe Mixon. What were the stats that Matthew Berry said about, like, you can come back to it, but the Joe Mixon and, like, without Giovanni Bernard, he was, like, so much better. But I mean, yeah, he was a pass catching back. They get rid of him, opens up more pass work for Joe Mixon.
Yeah.
So people are sleeping on Joe Mixon this year, and I don't think they should. I think this is the year that a lot of people are jumping off, but I think that you just got to ride it out. You got to ride it out through those terrible seasons. He's going to be something this year. I think he is, especially with this offense taking huge leaps. If they can address the O-line, it's going to be really good, I think.
I agree.
Did you have that?
4 games last year that Gio missed. Mixon averaged 19 fantasy points, 3 receptions in all 4 games, and averaged 20 touches for 97 yards.
Yeah, I mean, you think they'll get somebody in the draft or something, like somebody later or something?
I mean, they have Samaje right now, so
true. They don't need depth per se, but yeah. All right. Where's some landing spots for Giovanni Bernard?
Oh, shoot. Well, it's kind of a tough one because there's still a lot of teams that kind of like fill. I mean, the teams that need a running back still are Steelers. I'm trying to look up there. Maybe the Bills. I'm trying to look because I don't even know. The Cardinals too.
Yeah, anywhere he goes, it's just going to be a depth play.
Yeah.
So it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
But wherever he goes, he's going to eat into somebody's workload.
I could definitely see the Cardinals now.
Cardinals?
Yeah.
I'm not going to like wherever he goes because it's just going to eat into the running back that already there. All right. So, I had some more news things. Jerry Jones in love with Kyle Pitts. What do you think? Dude, if he becomes a Cowboy, that would be crazy. I don't think he's going to fall down to 10, but they're going to have to trade up and get Kyle Pitts.
I mean, fantasy-wise, that's going to be really helpful, but like,
it's going to be crazy.
Real life football, like I wouldn't like that. I want him to be on like a Panthers team or Falcons team.
Because you don't like the Cowboys?
I just don't want to hear another year of this is our year because he got a fucking position player. But
is that the best offense in football though?
If they get him, yes.
You think so?
Yeah.
That would be.
I think they're the
crazy.
most complete at that position or like offensive side if they get him.
For real. Dak Prescott, Ezekiel Elliott, Amari Cooper, CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup, fucking Kyle Pitts now. That is a freaking powerhouse
with healthy
offense.
linemen coming back too. I mean, that's
getting their O-line
really
back.
good.
Oh fuck, dude. I would not want to be messing with the Cowboys. That's for sure. I think they should go defense though.
Yeah.
Like that defense is terrible. But Jerry Jones, he's a flashy guy.
Yeah,
he wants to go for that skill position player. He wants to beef up that offense. So that's definitely a Jerry Jones move, I think, to go up and get Kyle Pitts. Adam Schefter tweeted, the 49ers will be taking Mac Jones at number 3. Adam Schefter.
Yeah.
Okay? So that, to me, seems real deal.
I hate that move so much. Like, I mean, I guess like it kind of fits Shanahan's like style because he wants like a safe quarterback, but he needs. I don't want to waste my energy. I want Fields or Lance there, not or Mac Jones. I hate that move if they do that.
Yeah, if this is for real, this is like the biggest smokescreen.
Yeah.
Or if they don't take Mac Jones, then this is like the biggest smokescreen I've ever seen in a draft.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god. I don't think that they should take Mac Jones.
No.
I don't get it. Like, why even trade up to 3 if you are set on Mac Jones? I don't think anybody likes Mac Jones as much as the 49ers. I think he probably would have been able to get down to 12.
Yep.
Or even, if not, move up to like 8.
Yeah.
Like they just got, you don't need to go all the way up to 3.
Yeah, that was a waste if they did that.
Yeah, for real, dude. Take Justin Fields. Please, 49ers. He would be so good there.
And Fields is having his second pro day, I think this coming week. And is it the 14th? Okay, yeah. So, and they said that Shanahan will be there. Some other teams too. John Lynch. So, that, I mean, I don't know if that could convince them or not, but then Trey Lance is also having his second pro day, maybe sometime next week. So I don't know.
To me, it's between. I mean, I'm a fan of Trey Lance. I don't think they should take Trey Lance.
No.
So I'm kind of off the Trey Lance bandwagon, which is weird because I was like completely on it. But Justin Fields, I mean, he's proved it since college. He was Trevor Lawrence's 1A, 1B situation,
Yeah.
And he just had more experience and better competition. And he ran a 4.44. Like, oh my God. His accuracy, amazing. You saw his pro day. You saw his arm strength. I mean, he has everything. Yeah. And he's kind of a project, I guess. He has some mechanical issues, but 49ers are such a good coaching staff.
Yeah.
Like, they can easily fix that.
Yeah, so I would take the risk on Fields. If you even know if you're getting like little mechanic issues, like I don't know if that's the reason like they're trying to jump off or what, but like if you go that route, Mac Jones doesn't have the most perfect mechanics either.
For real, he has like a B plus arm, maybe A minus, B plus, A minus.
Yeah.
And then he has like F athletic, F.
Yeah.
Like everything. So whereas Justin Fields has like maybe a B arm, but then like A athletic. Like the ceiling is huge for Justin Fields. So that's why I don't understand, like, if you have Jimmy Garoppolo and you want to get off of Jimmy Garoppolo, why are you drafting another Jimmy Garoppolo?
There were some reports saying like that he's just a better version of him, but like seeing his pro day, like he makes the throws like Jimmy Garoppolo does. Like he overthrows them, he underthrows them. Like sometimes you just don't know what you're gonna get. But then like a quarterback like Justin Fields, you know he can make that deep shot going out of the pocket or in the pocket. So that's just my take. Like I think obviously all of us are thinking like the clear cut third quarterback should be Justin Fields.
Yeah.
But it doesn't look like it at this point.
Yeah, definitely. I know. I mean, Adam Schefter tweets it. That holds a lot of weight. Like a lot of people are saying that it's smokescreen and stuff, but Adam Schefter not wrong.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't tweet it if he didn't think it was like 100% true.
I mean, even if it's a smoke screen, I don't think there's teams going to be like freaking out right now that they're not going to get Mac Jones.
That's what I'm saying. Is like, yeah, I don't understand like the smoke screen kind of thing unless the
only team I can see that might worry about that is the Patriots. But like even at that point, I don't think they're like, oh my god, like. So
yeah, like I don't think the Patriots would ever trade up to 3 to get Mac Jones. That just doesn't seem stupid. But yeah, so we'll see. I honestly think it's going to be Mac Jones. I don't think it should be, but
no.
And then if Mac Jones does go there, where is Justin Fields going to go? Falcons, you think?
Falcons, yeah.
Think so?
Because I think, I mean, that's...
I don't know. I feel like the Falcons are like slowly not really wanting to pick a quarterback anymore. They're either going to draft Kyle Pitts or what I've seen a lot is that they trade out of their pick.
I can see them trading out. Like, I don't even know. Matt Ryan's probably has like a good 2 or so years. So if they can get a quarterback next year, but like, I don't know who the quarterback... Or there's something like Kellen Mond they could get later.
Yeah, for real.
So maybe that's what they're thinking too. So I don't know.
Yeah, and because, dude, definitely if they take Mac Jones, there's going to be a lot of teams that would trade up to 4 to get Justin Fields. Like a Denver Broncos. Because I definitely think there's a lot of teams that like Justin Fields way more than Mac Jones.
Yeah.
If Mac Jones is sitting there, then the Falcons probably won't be able to get a lot for that pick.
No.
Unless people are going for Trey Lance. Which I still think most teams would pick Trey Lance over Mac Jones, which, I mean, I would too. But I think that they go, like, Kyle Pitts, just best player available at that point. But, yeah, the Mac Jones hype, I don't get it. I don't get it. He is, I don't think he's that good. Fucking dad bod.
No. And I think, like, if the 49ers do get Mac Jones, I think they're kind of like gonna play like a couple games with Jimmy G and then throw him in, which is like the worst situation you want to do with Mac Jones. I just feel like that's gonna happen for some reason.
And like he's an Alabama quarterback, which like I know it's like the college, it's kind of hard to make a judgment on him. But any player that's playing for Alabama their stats are inflated.
Yeah.
Everybody else on that team is so much better than the team that they're playing. So like the wide receivers he's playing with Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith, like all these amazing guys. And it also scares me that he only started 1 year. Like, this is another thing I want to say. People are comparing this to Mitchell Trubisky, which I know that you're at your bits and chomps about. I bet that you think that this is 100% like Mitchell Trubisky. But like 1 year starter, always scary because it's like, I mean, you couldn't beat out the other. Like you couldn't beat out Tua.
Yeah.
Tua's not doing anything really good at all, and he couldn't beat him out. So, what do you think about the Mitchell Trubisky thing?
I mean, I can see where people are getting that from, but like at the same time, like Mac Jones played with still at a high level, team wise. He won a championship. He played against good teams. Where Mitch Trubisky, he kind of played.
He balled out.
Trubisky, I know he did, but I don't think he played the highest competition, which kind of people were oh, so that's where I hate Trubisky. I don't think he should have been picked that high. I think everybody agrees with me on there, but that's my kind of stance on it.
But yeah, it's crazy. 1-year starter. These are the things that they have in common. Going third overall. Or did Trubisky win second, I think. They had the third spot, and they traded with the 49ers to get the second.
Yeah, they did trade up. That's what I remember.
Yeah, but Mac, I think it's a mistake. I just don't understand it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, ready for some breakout or breakdown? Breakout or breakdown, a new segment where we talk about players that pretty much get hype every single season, and it's time. It's time to make a move. This is either where they break out or they just break down and we're just done giving them hype.
Yeah.
It's their last straw. They've never shown anything really, but yet they get hype every single year.
Yep.
Starting off with Joe Mixon. Is Joe Mixon going to break out or break down?
He's going to break out. I love Joe Mixon. They're disrespecting him this year. With the mock drafts we're doing so far. Me, I'm always getting him the second pick, but like you said before, sometimes he falls fourth round. I think it was.
I don't think he's doing that anymore.
Not anymore.
I think his ADP has shot up.
Okay,
but it was at 40.
Yeah, which was ridiculous in the first place. I do not. I mean, even with Bernard out, that just. Oh my God, that's just crazy. I think he should definitely be in that low end first round, but I feel
people are scared. Yeah. I agree. I think he's going to break out, but some things that might worry you a bit. Played against the least stacked boxes in 2020, which is crazy.
Yeah,
I think that's insane. Averages less than 1,000 yards a season. Never had double-digit touchdowns. Career average yards per carry 4.1. Most years, so I think he had 4.1 one year, then he had a 4.9, and then he had 3.9, 3.8. So 2 years he's been in those high threes, which is scary. But I'm with you. I think he's a breakout. And I'm stoked for it. I mean, the offense is way better. You get Joe Burrow for a second year when he was really good his first year. Address the O-line, I don't know who they're going to get in the draft, but even if they get a receiver or something, open up the offense more. I mean, I don't know how much less the boxes can be stacked against him because he was 8.7%.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Just so low. But yeah, Giovanni Bernard gone, and Ethan said that's a big deal. Matthew Berry showed the stats for it. Averaged 19 points when Giovanni Bernard was out, but Joe Mixon is a breakout for me. All right, next up, Odell Beckham Jr. has not had more than 6 touchdowns since 2016, not had more than 1,100 yards since 2016, never been fantasy relevant on the Browns. Browns seem greatly improved, but it's a run-heavy team. Breakout or break down for Odell Beckham Jr.?
I hate to say this, but break down. I said this in one of our first podcasts. As soon as Odell got hurt in the beginning of the year, I said they're going to be better off with him. His offense is going to be better. The team's going to be better. And the very next week they played, they were better. They went to the playoffs and almost scared the Chiefs and, almost a Super Bowl team, man. I think if they would have had Odell, they would have been in the playoffs, but not as dangerous as they were. And like you said, run first team. They're not going to look. I mean, they're just not going to pass to him as much as he would want to be passed to. And I want him to get traded again. I don't know where or if it's going to happen. Probably not, unfortunately. But still, I mean, unfortunately, he's going to break down.
Yeah, honestly, I agree. I think he's going to break down, and I think the only way that he is going to break out is if he gets traded. So like, yeah, I don't know why the Browns wouldn't trade him. I mean, he's definitely got to have like a big contract, and the Browns just are better when they don't have Odell Beckham Jr. Like, that's just what's the name? Baker Mayfield's rookie year, didn't have Odell, best he's ever played. This year, played amazing once Odell went down. Like, you have two different timelines here of times that Odell hasn't been there, and Baker Mayfield's just been so much better.
Yeah.
You know? So he's a breakdown for me unless he gets the trade, because I still think he's talented.
Yeah.
But he's not good on the Browns.
No, not at all.
All right. Evan Ingram.
Ugh.
16 games played in 2020. Pro Bowl. We like a Pro Bowler. Only one touchdown in 2020. Mm-hmm. How do you have one touchdown in a whole season and be a Pro Bowler? That's what I don't understand.
I actually I don't know if I sent you the video or anything, but there was a video on Daniel Jones, who everybody hates on because of his turnovers, but I saw this video of passes getting thrown to Mark Ingram where he dropped it, and I shit you not, it was about half of Daniel Jones's turnovers were from Evan Ingram just either dropping and reflecting it, or him just being lazy and, like, you know, like being lackadaisical in traffic, and someone like where he could have easily caught it, a defender picked it off. So that is, I don't know how he made the Pro Bowl. I don't know how he's still even talked about as a tight end or on a team, but it's disgraceful.
Yeah, honestly, Evan Ingram, he's a breakdown for me. I mean, I think this is the last we talk about Evan Ingram. Mm-hmm. For some reason, he gets hype every single year just because he's like a dynamic tight end. Like, he has that build to be an elite fantasy tight end, but he's just, I don't know what's wrong with him. He's just not good at all. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, so one breakout, two breakdowns, some big names that we're going to be seeing the last of. All right, Ethan, you got a little mystery player for us?
Yeah.
Make sure your mic's on.
Right. So our first one.
Tell them what we're doing first.
Oh yeah. So two players, player A, player B. They're going to be blind, and then you guys are going to select which one. I mean, you guys can guess who you think it is too, but
finally see the stats without.
All right.
How to remember?
So player A, 2020, 16 games played, 331 fantasy points, averaged 20.8 points per game, 17 total touchdowns, 2,141 total yards. And then player B, this combined through 2 seasons, 16 games, 333.8 fantasy points, 20.87 points per game, 11 touchdowns, and then 16 total yards. Player A or player B?
We pick who we try and figure out who they are, or we pick?
Pick.
Okay.
So which one would you rather have? A or B?
How? I'm going to try and figure out who they are, too.
No, say your thing first, and then guess.
Okay. All right, so player B has to get, like, a shitload of receptions because, I mean, player A has 6 more total touchdowns and, like,
400 more yards.
400 more yards, and yet they're the same amount of points.
I have to go B.
You're going B?
I think I know who A is.
All right. I mean, I'm going to go with B too. He averaged more. I mean, the touchdowns can go up. Mm-hmm. The yards can go up, but you know he has that baseline of receptions, whereas I think player A is probably a little bit inflated.
And he had more fantasy points. With
this one surprised me. I thought you guys were going to go player A when I made this. Any guesses?
Derrick Henry's A.
Player A is Derrick Henry.
Oh, Derrick Henry's player.
Because those yards.
This is between 2019 and 2020.
Austin Eckler?
Yep.
Oh, Austin Eckler?
Player A is Derrick Henry. Player B is Austin Eckler. So that's
actually kind of crazy. That's
actually kind of crazy.
Shoot. Wait.
That's surprising.
So you're saying I should take Austin Eckler over Derrick Henry?
Right now, I do have Eckler because I love Eckler.
I mean, that makes sense.
Last year he was just hurt. So
and I said this as soon as Eckler stepped back on the field from his injury, Herbert targeted him like crazy.
Yeah, he did.
So,
okay, that was a good one. Good job, Ethan.
Next one.
Yeah, next one.
All right, so these are receivers. So 16 games both. 271.3 fantasy points, 17 points per game. 83 receptions, 1,300 receiving yards. Or 274 fantasy points, 17.2 points per game. 88 receptions and 1,400.
No touchdowns up there?
Nah. Just these.
Okay, 16 games.
They're similar. They're like maybe...
They're like identical.
Yeah.
I have to
You
go.
gotta have the touchdowns up there. I
have to go with B.
B.
I'll take the more catches and yards. If I can't see the touchdowns.
Yeah, I mean, touchdowns can be fluky. So obviously, player A probably has a couple more touchdowns. But yeah, I'm gonna go with player B because touchdowns are fluky.
Any guesses?
Is one of them Keenan Allen?
No.
Okay, guesses. 83 receptions. Who has 83 receptions? I know somebody has 83 receptions. Is one of them Calvin Ridley?
No. Want me to do it?
Yeah.
Nah.
No.
Wait, hold up. 1,400 yard. Justin Jefferson.
One of them is Justin Jefferson.
Player B is Justin Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson is player B.
Versus DK Metcalf.
Yep.
I was gonna say D. I was gonna say D.
Player B is Justin Jefferson.
Damn.
Any thoughts?
I'm taking Justin Jefferson over DK.
Same.
Yeah.
I am not in love with DK. If you would have had a last half of the season split too, would have been way different. DK balled out in the beginning.
Next one. These are quarterbacks. So, player A has 16 games, 344.4 fantasy points, 21.5 points.
I know.
21.5 points per game, 33 passing touchdowns, and 3,800 passing yards. Player B, 15 games, 332, 22.5 points per game, 26 touchdowns, and then 2,700 passing yards. Player A,
2,700 passing yards in 15 games.
Yep.
That's horrible.
I'm taking A.
A.
I'm taking A. I'm taking Herbert.
It is not.
It's
not
not?
Herbert.
Player A is not Herbert?
Nope.
Oh. Player B is ass. He must. Oh, it's Lamar.
Lamar is player B. He did have 15 games.
Okay.
So.
He passed like shit last year.
Yeah.
I don't know who A is.
This is going to be surprising. You guys ready for this?
No, I'm scared because I like Lamar more than this guy. I can
ready?
already tell. But I'm going to have to go with player A based off the stats.
You said player A, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so player A, Ryan Tannehill.
I knew.
Damn it,
I
fuck
actually
you,
knew it'd be
Ethan.
Tannehill.
Dude, that's crazy.
That is pretty crazy. Ryan Tannehill is a stud, dude.
He's underlooked.
What's the difference in these guys' ADP? Probably huge. You don't have to find it right now, but I can look it up on here.
It's going to be huge.
It's going to be
huge.
a huge gap. And Ryan Tannehill always slept on. Oh, we never said that Sam Darnold was going to be the next Ryan Tannehill, but
Oh yeah.
released from Adam Gase's grip.
All right, so the next one is tight ends. 14 games, 145.3 fantasy points, 10.4 points per game, 60 catches, 613 receiving yards.
I didn't know the touchdowns.
Yeah, for real. You got to
I
put
forgot.
touchdowns on there.
159 in 15 games, so one less player has one less game. 159.3, 10.6 points per game, 53 catches, 700 receiving yards.
A.
I don't remember who these are either. So
Okay, 14
I'll say
games.
Yeah, I'm gonna go A. I think I want to take one of my guesses after you, Connor.
player A,
I'm going to go with 14 games, though.
14, 15.
These guys are not that good.
Ooh.
I'm gonna have to go with player B.
All right.
No, I'm going player
I want to say
Okay,
one of
player A,
them
player
is A. I want to say one of them is Robert Tonyan, and another one might be.
One's not Robert Tonyan.
Oh, he's not.
10 points per game. Robert Tonyan had like 11 touchdowns.
Oh, Mark
One of
Andrews.
them.
No,
Ooh, Mark Andrews was a good guess,
that's
but
a
it's
good
not.
guess.
One of them is Evan Ingram.
No,
Logan Thomas.
no.
Trying to think of who was.
I know who it is
relevant.
now because I just remembered.
Okay.
Can't even think who else was relevant. Jonnu Smith.
Well, these
Hunter-
guys aren't that relevant.
Hunter
10
Henry.
point.
One of them is Hunter Henry.
Yeah. I don't know the other one. Go for
Yeah.
it.
Mike Gesicki versus Hunter Henry.
Damn. All right, so we went with player A.
Yeah.
But that's gonna be fucking different this year.
Player A, yeah.
Next one is receiver. Whoa. Running backs. Yep.
Okay.
14 games, 250 yards, or 250 fantasy points, 17.9 points per game, 10 total touchdowns, and then 14 total yards. Player B, 15 games, 252.8 fantasy points, 16.9 points per game, 12 touchdowns, 1468 total yards. So one less game. This guy just...
I'm going player A by a mile.
Me too.
2 less touchdowns, and still same amount of points in less games.
Any guesses?
Oh, guesses?
Running backs.
This one's kind of hard.
Is one of them Aaron Jones?
Nope.
Really? Who would this be? I don't know.
I'm trying to think. He couldn't have been too relevant. Well, he would have been like probably top 10 or 12, right?
Yeah, they're both top 10.
Top 10.
Is one of them
Jonathan Taylor?
One of them is Jonathan Taylor.
Okay, of course. I had to have a Jonathan Taylor in here.
Yeah.
This is going to be surprising.
Yeah, this is going to be.
It's
Probably going to be Jonathan Taylor in
no.
huge favor.
Mm,
No,
James
that's the other one.
Robinson? No,
Yep.
he didn't. Okay.
Jonathan Taylor.
player A was James Robinson. Player B was Jonathan Taylor.
Damn.
So James Robinson was better.
Yeah, but that's the thing, though, is like Jonathan Taylor was so ass at the beginning of the season. The fact that he was like even close to James Robinson, literally all from the end of the season production. So
Okay. I think this is the last one. 15 games both, and then 223.8 fantasy points, 14.9 points per game, 87 catches, 18 receiving yards, 221.8 fantasy points, 14.8 points per game, 88 receiving. That's not supposed to be touchdowns, and then 923 receiving yards.
88 touchdowns.
I might shock you and go with
That's
player
not
B.
no touchdowns is
Receptions, yeah.
Yeah.
I want to go with B.
B.
Yeah.
I mean,
This one's surprising too.
Same points per game with one game less of the season. Yards.
look how
are
fluky those touchdowns are.
The 88, I know.
Does
Like, that's going to come down, bro.
what do you got? So you got B or A?
Yeah, I got B.
B.
I don't know.
Let me look.
I don't know what this could be, though.
Pretty good. 15 points. One of them is probably Darren Waller.
They're receivers.
Oh, they're receivers?
Yeah.
Oh.
Curtis Samuel?
No.
Curtis
Fuck
Samuel's
no.
not that good.
Curtis Samuel's not good. This dude loves Curtis Samuel.
Yeah.
I don't get you thought he was this good?
I gotta get the 88
touchdowns or over 1,000
Okay,
receiving yards.
Okay.
He's not good. He's not good enough to get.
I'm just trying to get that name out right there,
Curtis Samuel's ass. Okay.
Hey,
Oh,
wait, what you said B?
I was thinking Terry, not
Yeah,
Curtis.
one of them is Terry.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking of like Curtis on the okay.
What did you say? B?
Gotcha. I haven't said.
Oh,
You said one of them is Terry.
yeah.
I'm gonna go on a limb and say CeeDee Lamb.
Wait, say yours.
I'm,
or B?
I'm going with
Oh, you already got yours out.
I'm going with player A.
Okay. Any guesses on the last other player?
I think player B is Terry. Player A
Me
is
too.
CD, or the other way around.
No, I think it was. what
That's
you
not
just said.
CD.
Oh, it's not.
Oh, it's not CD. Oh, one of them is Terry.
Yeah, one of them is Terry.
Mike Evans. I know he had yards. I don't know about the catches though.
He had 1,001 yard.
Oh.
I remember that.
You want me to show?
Wait.
You said A, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
But do I believe that? Yeah, I'm going with that.
A, B.
I'm going to be.
They're so close.
Right. This is
That's gonna be crazy.
Ready?
Is one of them AJ Brown?
no.
Okay, go.
Deontay Johnson.
Ugh.
Fuck you.
Player B is Deontay Johnson.
Okay. Well, damn, he didn't even have 1,000 yards.
No.
Wait, do you think that's good for Deontay or good for Terry?
Good for Deontay.
I think that's good for Terry.
How?
Because he's getting better
I
quarterback.
thought that Deontay had more points than Terry.
You did?
You need to get off the Deontay hype train.
Dude,
He's
yeah,
gonna be good.
Deontay had so many catches.
He had four more catches.
Really?
Yeah. It was 83 to 85.
Babe,
or-
okay, go back to the yards.
How do I
though.
go back?
He didn't have 1,000 yards
Yeah, 87
that.
87 to 88. It
embarrassing.
was one catch.
With an upgrade at quarterback for Terry.
Yeah, and Terry's
And the
I mean,
touchdowns.
88 touchdowns.
Those touchdowns are going to come down a little bit.
No, yeah. That is kind of crazy, actually.
I'm still taking Terry, like, every day. You know, I just made the bad choice.
Terry, 1,100 yards, though.
Yeah.
And now he gets Ryan Fitzpatrick, which is a huge upgrade. Terry's going to fucking break out this season. All right, Ethan, thanks for that game. That was pretty fun. Switch those scenes.
Oh, yeah. We're at 40 minutes.
40?
Yeah.
Okay, well, this is going to be a short podcast then.
You said this at the beginning. You said this. I don't know how we're going to fit all, like... How we're going to fit all this stuff in here.
Yeah, I know. Do you have anything else to say? I mean... Oh, I forgot to add some things to it. But there's some players that I think have, like, super... Their ADPs are, like, messed up.
Yeah,
they're so bad.
I got the 80.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire down at 43.
Yeah, that's...
Like, these are players that you need to watch.
He's at 46 now.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire at 46.
Average
That's
pick is
unreal.
51.1, so that is fourth round.
Where's my...
No, that's first pick to the 6th. 50?
Well, we're doing 12.
Oh, yeah, 12 team.
Well,
and a 10 team.
No, it would be 46. Oh, no. No, 51.1.
If it's 46, that's like fourth round. Mid-fourth round.
What pick?
No, it's mid-5th.
What's 51?
30s. 30s to 40. 30s to 40 are 5th round.
I'm thinking
40s to
I'm
50
thinking 10 team,
are 4th.
Who is in front of...
Where's my boy Melvin Gordon at?
Melvin Gordon. Rojo's in front of Melvin.
What? Dude, they're so high on Melvin Gordon.
Chase is going in front of Melvin. Melvin's at 79.1.
Oh my god.
And then 67 on rank.
Oh my god.
67th ranked, 79.1 average pick.
That's fucking crazy.
Anyone else?
I want to see where Austin Eckler is now. I know he's probably...
Eckler is 16.3, ranked 14th.
Who's ahead of him again?
DK, Nick Chubb, Diggs. DK's
getting
so
crazy
high.
amount of hype for ESPN.
Yeah. Saquon's 5th. Average is 5.3.
What? They updated these.
Yeah. Kamara, Derrick Henry, Saquon are 5.2, 5.3.
I'm taking Saquon over...
I'm taking Saquon over all those guys except for Christian.
Kelsey's 9.5, 7th ranked. He's going ahead of Zeke, Aaron Jones. That's fucking crazy.
What?
A tight end in the top...
I would take
8.
Kelsey at 9 or 10.
Mahomes is going 20th in front of Taylor, Jefferson, A.J. Brown, Robinson, Keenan Allen.
That's crazy. All right. Should we wrap it up?
Holy shit. Calvin Ridley's so low. 30th.
Yeah, it is low. All right. Thank you for watching this episode of the League Podcast. If there was some technical difficulties or some mic problems, just bear with us. These are brand new mics. This is the first episode with them. We will get them fixed. Have a good day. Peace.